DIY Sustainable Construction Models. One Community Weekly Progress Update, number 671.
One Community is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are creating open source and free shared blueprints and resources, tools and tutorials, and do-it-yourself instructions for highest good living. Creating solution models that create additional solution creating models in the service of all life on this planet. This includes highest good approaches to food, energy, housing, education, for-profit and non-profit business creation, society, and true earth stewardship.
Hello and welcome back, beautiful people. My name is Jay, and this is One Community's Weekly Progress Update for January 26th, 2026. And today what I want to talk about is DIY sustainable construction models. In the last few of these updates, I've talked about much bigger concepts about world change, things of that nature. And so today is a nuts and bolts type of conversation about creating do-it-yourself replicable, sustainable construction models. And this is really, I'd like to say it's the foundation of what One Community is doing, and that is not really true, because we're taking the whole physical foundations, which would be these DIY sustainable construction models of covering food, energy, and housing. And most people, when they think about construction, they're really just thinking about housing. But without energy infrastructure, you don't really, have housing. And we think that food infrastructure is equally as important, because the quality of food has decreased so greatly in today's society, and you don't know what's being sprayed on it. The herbicides, the pesticides, the fungicides, the three most common poisons that are sprayed on our food right now. You don't know how fresh it is. There's so many foods that you can't get nowadays because they just don't last on the shelf, and so it's not something that really works for bringing it to market. And so from our perspective, DIY sustainable construction models includes the physical foundations of sustainability: food, energy, and housing. But there's also the emotional foundation. So when I talk about DIY construction models as being why it's not really the foundation of One Community, it's because there's really this emotional foundation of One Community that is arguably as important as the sustainable construction models. More important once you have these covered, right? So most people, that are struggling to address, food, energy, and housing don't even have time to consider emotional sustainability. But if the goal is true happiness and people really living their best life, really living a life that is fulfilled and enriching and nurturing of the soul and has enough abundance to be able to give back to the world, then we need these emotional foundations addressed as well. And so those emotional foundations are what we like to call highest good approaches to fulfilled living. So this is a social recreation and a culture of personal growth, education, economics, and stewardship, how to manage it all as well. And so we're putting all these things together to create a comprehensive teacher demonstration community, village, city, or hub designed to create even more DIY sustainable construction models, so that we have a construction model that will work anywhere in the world. And we've designed 7 different sustainable village models that really cover most of that, but really addressing the challenges in radically different environments will be best accomplished by further evolving and iterating off of the plans that we have to come up with even better solutions by people living and working within those environments. Like, we can think about it and we can research it and we can plan to the best of our ability. And boy, have we. We've spent over 300,000 hours with the work of over 2,000 volunteers to come up with the best designs we possibly can just for the first village. And then once that village is being built, we will have the resources and the ability to take it to the next level for the second village, third, fourth, fifth, etc. And we've already got the basic plans for all that, but we'll flesh all those out after while the first village is being built, so we're ready to start the second one. And those villages together will give a solution for pretty much anywhere in the world, but you can always go deeper. And so our idea for DIY sustainable construction models is to create the foundation, which is One Community. And One Community is a teacher demonstration hub designed to teach other people how to create their own teacher demonstration hubs as well, And so our goal is to create a global cooperative, a global collaborative of teacher demonstration hubs working together, each providing its own uniquely meaningful life experience of living there, because it'll be unique to the people there, bringing together people with shared values and interests to create these, but with the goal of working together on these super improved food, energy, housing, fulfilled living, education, economic, and stewardship systems to make them even better, to create even more options for people to be able to implement. And so, trailblazing a path to global change, global sustainability by giving people open source and free shared tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions for everything necessary to give them the power for complete lifestyle design. I mentioned food as an example, and the 3 most common poisons that are sprayed on our food. A lot of people would like to know for sure that that's not happening. A lot of people would like to have the freshest food possible. A lot of people would like to be able to eat foods that they can't buy in the grocery store. Well, that's an aspect of lifestyle design. A lot of people would like a home that they know is built without carcinogenic materials, that doesn't have toxic materials that they're living in. They like to know that everything that they're doing is not contributing to poisoning our water, our air, and our land. How do we do that? Well, one community is answering that. So we talk about highest good living, creating and living to the best of our ability for the highest good of all people in life on this planet. These are the foundations of our DIY sustainable construction models, so that people that take these models and adapt them, modify them, evolve them, are doing so on a foundation that has already been thought of carefully to the best of our ability for the highest good of all people in life on this planet, to create them as sustainably and as ethically as we possibly can. And then to create them so that they can be implemented as either the complete teacher demonstration hub designed to teach other people how to create teacher demonstration hubs as well, and so, thus the self-replicating model. Again, and the self-replicating aspect of it is not just providing this so that it can be replicated, it's also making it easy enough, affordable enough, and demonstrates attractive enough so that the idea will become self-replicating. That is a really important aspect of what it is that we're doing, is that it's attractive enough and easy enough and affordable enough so that the idea will spread on its own. And so our DIY sustainable construction models are built on that idea as well. And that's why we're starting with the Earth Bag Village as our first home model, is because Earth Bag construction is the most globally applicable and most affordable, and we think most easily DIY replicable model of all of them. And so that's why we're starting there. And so this is what we're up to. This is what One Community is creating. This is our idea for DIY sustainable construction models. What you see happening in the background of this video are examples of all that. If you stick around for another couple minutes at the end of this video, you will see bullet points on housing, as well as all the different other components: food, energy, education, economics, all those different things, so that you can see exactly what it is that we're creating, and just kind of a summary of each one of those. This is our idea for creating world change and reaching that tipping point of global participation, such that we can say that we have finally achieved a sustainable civilization as a species, thus benefiting all people in life on this planet, and getting to the point within our lifetime where we have a world that truly works for everyone. Like, we're capable of creating this. We have the resources. We have the knowledge, the technology. It's just, how do we create the foundations and places where people can dedicate themselves to that goal, knowing that their bills are covered and they have the resources and the collaborative environment so that people can come together and share their ideas, and the open source engine for change, for sharing it all and putting it out there, which is what we're creating, that powerful engine for change. The open source website infrastructure, the software, which is part of the stewardship component for managing it all. We're creating all this so that we can manage that long term and have objective data and a really quality, robust, dependable way for sharing it with the world as well. So this is what we're up to. If you'd like to help out, visit our helping page. If you would like to get a weekly dose of positivity in your inbox every single week, visit our website, go to subscribe, button at the top there. Subscribe and you will get one email a week with not only this video and a quick little one paragraph summary of what it's about, but also a link to our weekly progress update blog, which has a summary of what every single one of our volunteers has accomplished within the last week. So we've been doing these for years. You can see exactly what we've done. We're not just a bunch of talk. We're actually doing the work, and you can see what all of our volunteers has done with that summary on that page. Also, if you'd like to visit on social media, we're on all the different social media networks to make that as easy as possible. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Tumblr, we are on Reddit, we are on Pinterest, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on X, you name it, we're on all of them. So like, subscribe, help us share our information. It's probably the easiest way to support us. And visit our website if you'd like to see all the open source content and the results of over 300,000 hours of work and over 2,000 volunteers. And stick around for another couple of minutes. Watch to the end if you want to see those bullet points I mentioned, covering all the major components of our project, which of course will help out our algorithm. And I don't know, I guess maybe that's the easiest way to support us out. So with that said, this is how One Community is creating DIY sustainable construction models. And we thank you for your support and watching to the end. Until next week, we will of course keep on keeping on. Thanks for following our progress.
The One Community approach to highest good housing is eco-artistic home building that is affordable, sustainable, do-it-yourself duplicable, resource and space efficient, and consists of 7 different sustainably constructed village models. One Community is also creating an open-source duplicable city center. It is designed to be LEED Platinum certified, provide 12 guest rooms, dining for over 150 people, and laundry and recreation space for over 300 people, all while saving money, time, space, and resources. One Community's approach to highest good food is duplicable almost anywhere, scalable for different needs, more biodiverse and nutritious, part of forwarding a global open-source botanical garden collaborative, and includes 9 different free, shared, and duplicable growing environments. One Community's approach to highest good education is designed for all age groups, adaptable to any schooling environment, inspiring and fun for all participants, includes national standards, all subjects, lesson plans, teaching strategies, learning strategies and tools, classroom design, and more. The One Community approach to highest good society is globally focused, individually enriching, cooperative and collaborative, includes a highest good network and application, 4 different economic models, and combines fulfilled living and true earth stewardship for the benefit of all people and all life on this planet.